Hello, second graders. Welcome to Grammar with me, Miss Taylor. I'm glad you're here. So today we are going to be learning about action verbs. So let's get started. Here we have our poster that you can also find in the back of your new packet. You may have seen this. It is our second grade grammar packet for quarter 3. Now, we're not going to be doing any work in this yet today, but we will tomorrow. But if you look in the very back, you will find this same poster. So if you would like to follow along with me in your own packet, you can do that. So it says, what is an action verb? An action verb is a word that shows what someone or something is doing. An action verb shows action and gives energy to a sentence. So an action verb is, we also call it a doing word. It shows that someone or something is doing something. Another word for doing something is action, like moving and swimming and smiling and chewing. So there are a few examples of some action verbs on our poster. So draw is an action verb because someone or something can do it. Eat is an action verb because someone or something can do it. It shows action. Jump is an action verb because someone or something can do it. And la la la, sing. Someone or something can do it. So to find out if a word is an action verb, ask the question, can someone or something do it? If the answer is yes, it's an action verb. So if you're wondering, is that an action verb? You can ask yourself, can someone or something do it? For example, I have a pen here. Let's see, pen. Hopefully we already know what kind of word pen is, what part of speech. We learned about it before. But I could say, well, can someone or something pen? No. Second graders, what kind of a word is pen? Yeah, it's a noun. And a noun is a person, place, or thing, or an idea. But this is a thing, so a pen is a noun. It would not be a verb. Now, if I were to use the pen to write my name, can someone or something write? Yes. If the answer is yes, it's an action verb. So let's read a little bit about action verbs. I want to share this story with you. It is another one of our words are categorical stories, and it teaches us about some different parts of speech. So we've already learned about nouns. That is one part of speech. And we're going to learn about verbs today. To root, to toot, to parachute. What is a verb? So as I read this story, think about how do we know these words are verbs? To root, to toot, to parachute. What is a verb? Oh, and here they have a little definition for us. Verb, a word that shows action or being. Now you might be wondering, Miss Taylor, what does that mean? Well, a little bit later in the year, or if we don't talk about it yet in second grade, definitely in third grade, you're going to learn about something called a linking verb. And that is something that shows a state of being. But for right now, you don't need to worry about that. We are going to learn about action verbs today. All right. Whether you scale a wall or a fish, make a design on a cup or dish, take out the garbage or sharpen your knife, verbs are a part of your everyday life. So someone or something can scale a fish. That means to kind of sort of scrape the scales off. You can scale a wall. That means to kind of climb up a wall. And remember, if someone or something can do it, it's an action verb. To root, to toot, to parachute, to play the flutophone or flute, to dare, defend. If it's an action, whoops, forgot this part. To dare, defend, descend, disturb. If it's an action, it's a verb. Verbs are words like sing and dance, pray or practice, preach or prance, toss and tumble, jump and jam, whine, whisper, sleep, and slam. Just gonna slam the door. So our holler, help and hold, whack and stack and pack and fold, fix and finish, load and lift, hurry, scurry, shake, and sift. Sifting flour onto the ground. So take a present, send your thanks, pull a tooth, or pull some pranks. You're pulling on his tooth. This little guy's pulling on his tail. Yeah, little stinker. Someone or something can pull. Someone or something can send. Someone or something can take. These are all action verbs. Blow a bubble. Sew a sleeve. You'll use a verb for each of these. And this is the kind of verb that we'll learn about another time. They're called linking verbs, but we'll read it anyway. A verb can take a form of be, like you are tall, or I am free. That is fun. It's been great. Were you the one who was so late? Punt or pass, or shoot or score, swim or paddle, pitch or pour, jog or juggle, jig or leap. Verbs can tire you out a heap. Oh, yeah, if you were doing a bunch of these verbs every day, you would get really tired. Leaping and jogging and juggling and paddling and swimming. Many verbs. You can crawl or fall or pet your pooch, see a ball game, be a mooch. Taking his popcorn. Jump and slump and play it cool, hunt and hike and bike to school. Oh, this is interesting because bike can be also a noun, can't it? It's a thing. But the way it's used here, you can bike to school. So it's kind of like ride your bike. Can someone or something bike to school? Yeah. So some words can be nouns or verbs, depending on how they're used in the sentence. So pick and fiddle, strum and stroke, tease and teeter, sob and soak. Sweep your sidewalk, paint your curb, and know each action is a verb. Anything that shows action, it's a verb. Have and has belong here too. Like I have green eyes, she has blue. And these again, we'll learn about these later. These are called linking verbs. Or Mindy has a mini mutt. These verbs can tell us who's got what. Verbs tell us of ships cruising, dogs snoozing, slime oozing. They tell of spies spying, guys trying and losing. Of leaves when they're falling and wind when it's blowing. The rain when it's raining, the snow when it's snowing. So you'll notice these verbs all have ing. They tell us of dogs that are barking or sleeping, of cars that are racing or merely beep beeping, of planes that are flying and trains choo choo chewing, Aunt Edna oh-hiing, and Mom toodalooing doodaloo. Bye-bye. Of corn that is popping and singers doo-wopping, of folks that are sweeping and afterwards mopping. So whether it's dangerous, dull, or superb, each sentence you see simply must have a verb. Verb power. Verbs are cool. Every sentence has to have a verb. We know that, don't we? It's part of our 5 parts of a complete sentence. So what is a verb? Do you know? Oh, I think we do know, don't we? So second graders, that is our story to root, to toot, to parachute. What is a verb? So today we have learned that a verb, an action verb, is a word that shows what someone or something is doing. An action verb shows action and gives energy to a sentence. So here's some examples. Draw, eat, jump, sing. To find out if a word is an action verb, ask the question, can someone or something do it? If the answer is yes, it's an action verb. So if you're not sure, if you're trying to find the action verb in a sentence, you can ask yourself, can someone or something do it? Can someone or something book? No, that would be a noun. A book is a noun. A book is a thing. But if I said I want to read a book, can someone or something read? Yeah, it shows action. It shows I'm doing something. All right, nice work today, students. So, what would be something that you could do to practice this? Well, we're going to fill out just a little Google form with just a few questions. And you've done these before. We use them for quizzes. But so that's what you're going to do after this video. You're going to fill out a little Google form, and I'm going to ask you a few questions about action verbs. But another thing that you might want to do is take out a whiteboard or a piece of paper and see how many action verbs you can list. I bet you can list quite a few. And if you're having trouble getting started, you can use some of these examples that I have on here. Draw, eat, what else do we have? Jump, sing, read, think. Okay, so that would be something that you could do and see how many you could list. If we were in the classroom, we would make a really big list together. That's called brainstorming, when we share our ideas and we have a big list of action verbs. So that is something that you definitely could do if you want to. But what I would like you to do now is to fill out the Google form and to think about action verbs and how we know if a word is an action verb. Can someone or something do it? If the answer is yes, it's an action verb. All right, have a wonderful day, scholars, and I will see you again soon. Bye.